Good afternoon, everybody. This is Cliff London, and welcome to my channel, Cliff London Uncensored. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your continued support. You know, at the end of the day, oh God, I hate when people say that. Let's say that, when the lights go out, we all are just people trying to navigate our way through life. And sometimes we all fall victim to societal pressure. And when we fall victim to societal pressure, we kind of find ourselves kind of losing ourselves or forgetting who you are. And I say that because, a couple days ago, I got my second shot of COVID. Now, to be forthright, I do not trust, per se, the government. I don't. I definitely don't trust people who are in related fields telling me they're not, telling me what I should do. The reason why I did it, and it's part of the whole societal pressure thing, is because, one, I was tired of wearing the fucking mask, the fucking diaper on my face. I'm absolutely sick of it. So I caved because I wanted some resemblance of normal life, not just for myself, but I wanted to see other people's faces. On the rarity that I can tolerate other people, I want to see their faces, their smiles. I work in customer service, so I really wanted to see that, right? I got tired of this mask and watching people's face do weird things with their eyes. I just wanted normalcy, and I said to myself, I rationalized it to myself. I said, well, it could be the same thing, like the measles, the mumps, the chicken pox, you get a vaccine, or the flu, we get our flu shot every year, right? You would say that makes sense, but here's what happened when I got my second dose. I felt, it started with slight lethargy. And then I fell asleep for like maybe a half hour, and I woke up and I had this excruciating, absolutely excruciating throat pain. I couldn't swallow. I barely could eat at work yesterday because my throat was so swollen. Of course, nobody takes it seriously. None of these bullshit leftists, they'll say stupid stuff to you like, well, it's a risk, but really they don't know any more than you do. And now I'm stuck with this thing where I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I did the right thing. I'm not sure because, I'm a pretty healthy person. I hardly am ever sick. Ever, ever, ever. Ever. And I've been working through the whole pandemic, this whole big government lie. Used to destroy the economy, by the way, and blame President Trump. But I took their fucking vaccine and I got sick and my throat still hurts as I'm talking to you. And all these people can say to you is the most dumb, mundane shit, and these are supposed to be the most highest, the most educated people, and they have nothing. Just more lies. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, that's the result of a culture war. That's why when I turn on television, they're always trying to feminize some black man. Or painting males out to be boobs or buffoons. Wussing up, feminizing our society so that we're weaker. And it's happening right before our very eyes, which brings me to the true point of this video is the result of that culture and the indoctrination over the years has made this country weak. Did you know that our president, our commander-in-chief, old grandpa himself, you know what his response was to the Taliban? He sent them a very aggressive tweet. You can go look it up for yourselves because every time I look at it, it just makes me want to shoot myself in the head. So you can look at it for yourself. But okay, so you mean to tell me, first of all, let me know in the comment section if you think that, I thought we didn't negotiate with terrorists myself. But, maybe that changed. Maybe the feminized, wussified, victimized left, maybe they changed it. Or maybe they just don't care. And not only did our horrid president, not only did he write an aggressive tweet, but to my horror, I found out yesterday that there are about 10,000 Americans over there. 10,000 Americans, 10,000 of our citizens that wanted to go over there because they thought they were doing something that was right. And now because our country has become too wussified, we left them there. Oh, and the real kicker of it is that it's going around that it's not guaranteed there's safe passage. Oh, we can't guarantee your safety back. You tell me if 45 was around that he wouldn't be taking care of this. You tell me that if the president wasn't who the real president is, if it wasn't Donald Trump, that he wouldn't be taking care of this stuff. These people defended a terrorist. Qasem Soleimani had American blood on his hands. They did the absolutely right thing by blowing his ass up. But you had these leftists, these people, I don't know. You know, I tell you, Americans are some of the most dumbest people lately. They oh God, that's an entirely different video in itself, because everyone thinks that they're smarter than everybody else, but it doesn't. Sometimes you just got to put shit in layman's terms to actually truly understand it. But anyway, so what we have here is that we have become too weak, and this country doesn't even fear us to guarantee our own people. And they're not all soldiers. They're different types of people. Doctors, teachers, stuck over there. Oh, and what really pisses me off is these people online that still act like Joe Biden's the Messiah. It's like, you know what? He's fucked this up, and then he went on vacation. Our government is literally on vacation right now. You know, I think that if, you know, and I didn't really care much about this stuff until, you know, I had my son. Because then you start to think about, when you're young and idealistic, you kind of, oh, it's all romanticized, live for the day, man, I'll figure it out. But then when you have someone else to worry about, you worry about, when you're gone, the world that they will inherit. And as the world stands at this moment, when Marlo starts kindergarten, he might have some weirdo, green-haired leftist trying to teach him about transgenderism. And he shouldn't be worrying about that shit at that age. But they're doing it. The receipts are out there. The proof, the video is out there. I'm not an extremist. The proof is there. These weirdos were trying to... They have gay characters on Sesame Street, which, if you're gay, no biggie. But to kids, Sesame Street's main audience is 3 to 5 years old. So why would you be putting anything, straight or gay, on Sesame Street? It's because these people have lost their damn minds. And what all this has led up to, is what's happened in Afghanistan. Years of gradually being softened up, injecting these strange, perverse policies, destroying the economy, all of that. And what they're really doing, you guys, this administration, what they're really doing is setting themselves up to, so they'll be fine. You know, all these losers that voted for this shit, you know, when they're fighting in the streets or standing in fucking food lines, though I think Americans, the citizens, will fight that. But, you know, they never will admit that they may have made the wrong choice, because they both are old. They're both old. We're old white guys. You just had to pick which one. And I think most people picked the right one, but they cheated, and we all know it. Oh, you're up ahead, millions of votes, 7 o'clock that night. Then you wake up the next morning, all of a sudden, polling places are closed, by the way. So those extra, you know, if they didn't exist, you know, so these vans pull up afterwards, and oh, okay, well, he got the votes overnight. Complete horseshit. Everybody knows it. Really thing that pissed me off today, ladies and gentlemen, is when I heard about Joe Biden writing a mean tweet, telling the Taliban to basically play nice. Then, after the mean tweet, I find out there's 10,000 Americans over there. Still. Then after that, they're saying you can't guarantee safe passage. You think 10 years ago this would have happened? Nah, 10 years ago, even Deporter-in-Chief Obama would have did better. You know, we are the United States of America. And we need to start acting like it again, folks. We need to forget about all this bullshit. Forget about Black Lives Matter. Forget about this gender study shit. Forget about all this shit and think about what's really important is just all of us as one, because it is going down and our government doesn't give a shit. And so we need to unite as one. Your pronouns don't fucking matter. Our country is in trouble. Fuck your pronouns. You know? It doesn't matter. We're standing on the brink of oblivion. And you people are crying about irrelevant ass shit. Hell, me whining about my skin color, though I don't really do that much, you guys know me. That's not even relevant. Like I said, all of it's under the same scope because it's all taking our eyes off the prize. We need to wake up, realize that no, we're not just a corporation for the rest of the world. That this is our home. Those people over there are our citizens. And I guess the only way you can really change this is what they say, which I'm never voting again. I don't give a shit what anyone says. But we have to remember this. You don't let them lie to you. Don't let them distract you with another police shooting so they can distract you off what's really going on. Remember this. Remember this day. Remember these times. Remember that Grandpa in Chief, our leader, made us look soft to the rest of the country because he wrote a mean tweet. And then he's left our citizens over there, and then he can't even get them back. They could be being tortured right now. So remember this the next time you people that believe in voting go to the polls. Remember this day. Because people have short memories these days. Remember this day. Remember the lies. Remember how Cliff London was telling you when they tell you about a fucking third shot. Remember how telling you my throat. Remember Cliff London and his throat all being all swole up. And my arm all numb. My wife calling me crazy. Oh, you're fear-mongering. Such a load of crap. I know it's been a long video, ladies and gentlemen, but I've had a lot to say. I've been under a lot of pressure, and I thank you all for and stress. And I thank you all for tuning into the channel. And if you've liked me, if you liked the video, I know it's a little bit too, if you've been with me this long, thank you very much. Just give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps the channel. Again, there is no fate but what we make for ourselves. And please, 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 let's take care of each other out there because things are getting rough. And I think it's only going to get worse because everybody, it's going to get worse before it gets better. And that's all I have to say, everybody. Have a good day.